It begins with a moment no one expected, an emotional confession from Andrea Swift, the usually private and fiercely protective mother of global superstar Taylor Swift. In a rare and heartfelt moment captured inside the upcoming docuseries The End of an Era, Andrea offers the world a glimpse into her thoughts about the man who has become a defining part of Taylor's life, Travis Kelce. This 6-episode series, set to premiere on Disney Plus on December 12th, promises the most intimate exploration yet of a journey that has reshaped pop culture, the music industry, and Taylor Swift's own sense of love, purpose, and belonging. But what makes this one moment, Andrea's review of Travis, so powerful is how unexpectedly vulnerable, warm, and revealing it truly is. As the teaser begins, the world is dropped behind the curtain of Taylor's extraordinary life, a life built on stages across the globe as she performed 149 electrifying shows on her record-breaking Eras tour. Yet beneath the fireworks, the stadium roars and the glittering performances, there was a quieter story unfolding, one that Andrea had been watching closely. Her daughter wasn't just delivering the most successful tour in modern music history, she was falling in love. And somehow, that love found a perfect harmony with the chaos, pressure, and responsibility that comes with being Taylor Swift. When Andrea speaks about Travis Kelce, her voice carries a softness that stands out. She simply says, "He brings a lot of happiness." That one sentence from a mother who has stood by Taylor through every heartbreak, controversy, diagnosis, and triumph speaks volumes. For fans, it's more than approval, it's a blessing. And it becomes one of the emotional anchors of The End of an Era, a project Taylor crafted to document the exhaustion, the wild joy, the sacrifices, and the surreal whirlwind of performing night after night while balancing a relationship with one of the biggest athletes in America. Throughout the teaser, Travis Kelce appears in 6 distinct shots that instantly went viral. Him arriving at a show with that unmistakable confident stride, him cheering wildly from the crowd like any devoted fan, him slipping backstage, away from flashing cameras to steal a kiss from his showgirl mid-concert, and him rehearsing for the cameo he made in London last year. In each frame, there's an authenticity, a sense that this isn't a publicity moment, but a genuine connection unfolding in real time. At one point, Travis jokes, "We basically have the same job. You've got teammates, I've got teammates. You've got Coach Reed, I've got my mom. His charm, humor, and groundedness stand in stark contrast to the magnitude of the world Taylor is navigating. Yet somehow, those worlds meet in the middle. The docuseries captures how effortlessly he fits in, a Kansas City Chiefs star who found his place not on the stage, but right behind it, supporting the woman he loves. The project doesn't just spotlight Travis, though. It brings together a constellation of familiar faces who traveled alongside Taylor during the most significant era of her career. There's Sabrina Carpenter, the rising star who opened many of Taylor's shows and played a bigger role behind the scenes than fans realized. There's Gracie Abrams, whose emotional songwriting made her a perfect creative companion throughout the tour. There's the ever-loyal Ed Sheeran, who has been part of Taylor's musical universe for over a decade, each of their collaborations becoming milestones in her discography. And then there's the ethereal Florence Welch, whose haunting vocals and artistic spirit appear briefly but powerfully. Even Taylor's beloved cat Olivia Benson, practically a celebrity in her own right, gets a cameo. But the docuseries doesn't shy away from complexities. When Scott Swift, Taylor's father, appears on screen, Taylor notes, "That's complicated." The father-daughter dynamic has long been layered, shaped by business decisions, family history, and the pressures of fame. For the first time, viewers get a raw, unfiltered look at how these relationships evolve when the world is constantly watching. One of the most charming moments in the teaser revolves around the behind-the-scenes planning of the surprise performance by Sabrina Carpenter in New Orleans last fall. The footage shows Taylor delighting in keeping the secret, whispering into the phone as she says, "I'll be like, aren't you playing a show right now?" Sabrina laughs, teasing back, "Why aren't you here with us?" The joy, the plotting, the mischievous thrill of surprising 70,000 people all at once. It becomes one of the most human moments in a story filled with massive stadiums, global travel, and historic achievements. But beneath every laugh, every emotional confession, every backstage surprise, the beating heart of The End of an Era remains Taylor's personal journey. Her determination to give her fans more than just a concert. She explains, "I wanted to overserve the fans in terms of the amount of songs they were going to hear and how far I was going to push myself." And she did. Night after night, city after city, country after country, while balancing love, family, friendships, and the crushing weight of expectations only she truly understands. What makes this series so special is how it captures not just the spectacle, but the vulnerability. It shows Taylor exhausted, exhilarated, overwhelmed, euphoric. It shows her being an artist, a daughter, a partner, a friend. It shows how she managed to hold together a personal love story while leading one of the most ambitious tours ever attempted in music history. It shows the quiet glances between her and Travis, the inside jokes with Sabrina, the creative sparks with Ed, and the smile that spreads across her face when Andrea speaks. And Andrea's voice, gentle, wise, full of history, becomes the emotional compass of the series. Her approval of Travis isn't just commentary. It's a mother recognizing that her daughter has finally found someone who cherishes her for the person beneath the fame. Someone who shows up. Someone who supports her. Someone who makes her laugh even on days when she's performing for 70,000 screaming fans. As the teaser closes, Taylor reflects on what the experience meant, not just for her, but for the communities she built around the world. This show created a bonding experience for like 70,000 people all at once, she says. And she's right. The Eras Tour became more than a concert. It became a cultural movement, a shared memory, a once-in-a-generation moment that brought strangers together and gave fans a safe place to feel understood. The end of an era captures that magic, but also the fragile, beating human heart behind it. It captures the love story unfolding behind the curtain. It captures Andrea Swift's rare openness. It captures Travis Kelce's role not as a celebrity boyfriend, but as a genuine, grounding presence in Taylor's life. It captures friendships, family, challenges, triumphs, and secrets, woven together with the emotional honesty that defines Taylor Swift's artistry. And on December 12th, when the series arrives on Disney+, the world will finally get to see what Taylor has always protected so fiercely: her truth, her inner circle, and the love that guided her through the most monumental chapter of her career.